We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons. Game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. He'll have a first down past the 40. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48.
I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Pass on target, Prescott to Cooper. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. From the red zone now, Prescott. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21.
So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Cooper was the target there, but now it's 3rd and goal.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 20. 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. It was 3rd down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these team special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Eric Harris who picks it. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
Lining up for the...
So now 2 pick sixes that he's thrown in this first half of play. Where do you go from here?
Well, number one, make sure you keep your poise. Make sure you go to the sideline after throwing this second one, and you look like you're still in charge, that you're still the guy, because your team's going to feed off of you. And if you're having your hands on your head or shaking your head and walking with your head down, guess what? They're not going to rally at all.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
Brings up 2nd and 1. At the
on play action, Prescott. And he fires one incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Off the play fake, Prescott letting one fly deep for Cooper. That's caught inside the 20. That is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Cowboys have cut it to within a score. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score back in 14. Cowboys 7.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
And this carries into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Out of the gun, he'll throw.
Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 53 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance. It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
This Cowboy defense looked ready for that 3rd down pass. Brings up 4th.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
And this is off the left upright, and it caroms in. Not the most convincing kick you'll see, but he got it to go. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So put 3 on the board. A little bit of a hook on the driver that time. Looked a little bit like you, Charles, over on the 8th at Windermere.
You know me too well, partner. Except that he got his to hit a tree and kick back into the fairway.
Please take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
2nd and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Prescott able to hit his target, Lamb. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. And this now 3rd and 11 after that second down completion actually went back a yard.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though. Huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. It kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott, eluding the pressure right. And Prescott, his 3rd interception. It's Eric Harris who picks it. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find them at the wide receiver position, and that was special there.
Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. They'll try to punch it in with Davis. And he's going to be shoved back short of the goal line. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is
And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Falcons push further out in front. And when the smaller guy can't power it across the goal line, Charles, sometimes you need to go with a fullback. They did. It worked.
And what's that thing about force and mass? How's that?
Oh, yeah. Force equals mass times acceleration.
Oh, that's big-time stuff. That's from the same guy the apple dropped on his head, right?
Younghoe Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This taken in about 4 yards deep.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. Past midfield. Tony Pollard. And he will score. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
At the 30-yard line.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Ryan. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up 3rd down. From the gun, it's Ryan. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Randy Gregory drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. So dangerous with a football in his hands. Call that a return of 38. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. A 1st down carry by Elliott. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Prescott off play action. Throw left side complete. It's Elliott. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. Flush to his right. That is caught inside the 5. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Cowboys draw a bit closer. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game.
21.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep, and no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now Ryan on first down. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position, you have to be. You just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball.
It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That's good for 28 yards. Well, if you're a fan of offensive football, this game has suited you well. Both offenses continuing to move the ball with relative ease.
Yeah, and if you're a fan of defensive football, you're not having so much fun watching this one. And these coordinators, they're going to be scrambling to figure out a way to counter so far. It may just come down to which one of these defenses can make one stop that could change the course of this game. They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Second and 10 now, Ryan. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
Down. 3rd and long.
So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. They go play action with Ryan. Rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
And here's Hoffrichter now, the punter, as he sends this one away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. He was trying to get it to Ezekiel Elliott, and it's third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. This time they stay on the ground. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Final play of the half, Prescott. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the rookie A.J. Terrell. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or...
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Neville Gallimore brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Many times when a play breaks down and the quarterback's moving around outside of the pocket, you're thinking just get rid of something short. But a lot of guys are coached, think deep, take the big shot, hoping someone can get lost behind the secondary. They weren't able to connect on that one.
Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down as he goes 32 yards on the return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
45-yard line.
Prescott. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. 31-yard line. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Out on the edge, you love to have cornerbacks like that can bring him down in the run game.
And you're also exposed to everyone. It really becomes a one-on-one play, doesn't it? You're out there by yourself on the edge. The best ones know how to make the play, and we just saw an example of it right there.
A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. And that one heck of a run right there. Once he got loose, you could tell that he was going to run a long way. That was pretty impressive. Now Elliott. And the Cowboys are going to have a first and goal forthcoming as he takes this down to about the 5-yard line. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now second and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
On second down, it's Pollard. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a third and goal. Dancing to his left. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out, and the Falcons grab it. And this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon TD. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they'll be looking to start fresh. Just a moment ago, they were backed up, coughed up the football, and then saw it go the other way for 6 points.
I just wonder, partner, sometimes they put such an emphasis on things.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Duron Harmon. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. Dallas, Texas is the spot, third quarter inside AT&T Stadium. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley, but now it's 3rd down. Well, that's a perfect example of how he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's game. He is just all around the football right now, isn't he?
That he is, and it's funny because I talked with the coaching staff about drills that they do in practice, and one of them is called matching hands. And as soon as that hand is launched by the quarterback, you throw up the opposite hand and match that hand with the QB, and oftentimes you're able to knock it away, as we just saw there.
Throwing again, Ryan. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Cordero Patterson there to make the grab. And the Falcons will add on to their lead.
1st and goal. Forget running the football. Forget establishing anything. Just put it in the end zone with the pass for a touchdown.
Oh, yeah, I guess that's the definition of catching the defense off guard there. They weren't expecting that.
And that totally goes against type, doesn't it? When you think 1st and goal from the 1, you're thinking running play.
Taken about 7 yards deep. Now he opts for the spin. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmaker.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. After the interception, here's Ryan. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. From 21 yards away. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And the lead will grow by 1 more.
Makes the score Falcons 45. Cowboys 20.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Escaping the pressure right. Going to take a shot for Gallup. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's got them.
It's part of the football.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr. Prescott from the gun on third. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And now here is another interception. It's Eric Harris who picks it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Here's Ryan. He completes this to Russell Gage. And he is going to have a Falcons first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. First target, first catch, and a first down. From the shotgun, Ryan. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 12 yards is the pickup, good for a first down for the Falcons. Well, I'm sure he likes this performance a little bit better than last week. He had the 3 interceptions here, none in the 4th quarter, and he's got his guys in front.
Guaranteed he put in a tremendous amount of work this week, but maybe the matchup is just better for him. Sometimes it just doesn't work out. It's almost like those golfers. Certain courses fit their eye, and they like what they see, and other courses, as soon as they tee it up, they know they have no shot. Maybe that's the difference for him. Last week, no. This week, a big yes.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. To throw again is Ryan. They will find Davis. That's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. They go right back to him for 20 and a first. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. It's Davis on the counter. Davis fighting. He loses the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. He's at the 50, 30, past the 20, and it's a defensive return for a late touchdown. So they still need somewhat of a miracle here, but at least that gets them a little bit closer. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for two. Prescott now after the fumble recovery. Flushed out right. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead a little bit further. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as it comes with 1:15 left to go in the second half. Good job here by the Falcons. Their hands team able to recover it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Now this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Not able to get a single yard there, and it'll bring up third down. They go play action now. Ryan. This will be caught inside the 10. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. But forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.